Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Coffee with Thad and
Hey, I'll be
Dan.
there in a second.
Dan
I'm
is
coming.
here, so he's coming.
I'll get my coffee.
Good deal. Well,
All right, here I come.
Okay, finally. All right.
Cheers, buddy.
All right.
Hey,
That's
I love America.
how we're gonna roll today.
That's how it is.
So I think.
Can you take me seriously with this on? I know I'm having a hard time. Maybe you
We're gonna talk.
do the whole thing with your eyes closed, bro. Just
We're gonna talk. Let's talk about authenticity today, Dan.
Yeah.
As a leader, to authenticity. Yeah. So. Okay, I got this.
You do.
Coffee. Vineyard Blend. Thanks, Vineyard.
Yeah.
And Columbia Street for providing it.
Yep. Green tea. I can't drink it with the
Perfect.
mask
It's
on.
all right.
So.
So as a leader, it's very important that we present our groups with the truest and most authentic version of ourselves. I think there are times I certainly feel a pressure or a pull to put on a mask to present an image of me that maybe myself that maybe isn't true, and sometimes I don't know. It's hard to determine the line of when to be vulnerable and open as a leader and when to not be. But I think it's important to recognize that people in this day and age, they're not seeking perfect leaders. They're
Yep.
seeking authenticity and authentic leaders.
Yep.
And so we just want to challenge you guys. Don't be afraid to humble yourselves and get authentic with your small group people every once in a while. I mean, we don't want it to turn into a weekly thing where we're just pouring our guts out and sharing all of our dirty things that we're dealing with. But it's appropriate at times to let your people know, like, just to let them know what you're struggling with. What you're dealing with, what issue you're facing, whatever it is. I think that's appropriate because we don't want to set an example in our people's minds that's not. Our goal is not perfection, but our goal is to strive and seek after Jesus with everything we've got. So we want to make sure we're presenting an authentic, true version of ourselves. Dan with this mask on, it's essentially still Dan, but it's not the truest form of Dan. We don't really get to see the truest form of Dan in this getup, right?
I actually disagree with that, but.
Of course you would. But if Dan can remove his mask, then we get to see what's really going on inside. We get to see what's underneath that layer, and that's really important as a leader to present that side from time to time with our people. Dan, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's always important. I almost tried to drink again because you did. That's funny. It's really important to remember that the leaders as a leader, you always set the tone for the culture in your group. And so a lot of times, groups won't get real until you get real. And I think, Dad touched on it good. We don't want to turn it into therapy sessions every week. But at the end of the day, it's just one of our core values in the Vineyard is really that we're just real. We're not trying to be more religious than we actually are. We're not trying to be more holier than we actually are. We know we get that from God. So the importance of just being real and really being honest and really being where you're at. There's a verse in the Beatitudes that I really love. It says it's at the beginning, so it's at the blessed, blessed are people, and Jesus says, blessed are those who mourn, for they'll be comforted. And the cool thing is, if you really think about it, if you didn't actually mourn, you probably wouldn't be comforted. It's kind of conditional in that way. And I think Jesus kind of builds in a real, hey, if you're not real with me, I'm not going to get real with you. Kind of classic Christianity. Get real with God and get real with the body, and generally you see a lot more breakthrough. So I encourage you leaders, always be, use discernment, but always never be afraid to fight for America, and also be, I'm sorry I had to, and also pave the trail for vulnerability.
So that's it for this edition of Coffee with Thad and Dan. We hope you tune in with us next week.
Yep.
Who knows what's going to happen?
Oofta.